Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Tonight, we've got a mystery to solve, folks. We need to find out if it was Dr. Paul McCartney or the illustrious Colonel Bruce Springsteen or Mrs. Ticketmaster or perhaps even the sultry Miss Live Nation who took a pipe wrench into the library and murdered live rock and roll. First up, Ticketmaster. Now, I come from the era when Ticketron and those kind of ticket services just started, and it did mean an increase in ticket prices at that time, but they were reasonable ticket increases. They merely covered what that company did. They pretty much got paid for services rendered. Over the years, Ticketmaster took the lead and became the predominant ticket broker on the market. When they reached that status, they were still kind of in competition for different reasons with Live Nation. But it wasn't too long before Live Nation ate up Ticketmaster, and now they are existing as a four, five, six-headed monster right in front of our eyes. When Live Nation bought Ticketmaster, they became immediately a two-headed monster, and along with the venues that Live Nation's controlled, we had a three-headed monster. Now, before we can deal with that monster, we got to see if there's any hidden heads there, and we need to back up to the artist himself. And in rock and roll, what bigger artists are there than Paul McCartney and Bruce Springsteen? We've talked in the past how Paul McCartney tickets were going as high as $5,000. But not to be outdone, Bruce Springsteen tickets were costing as high as $8,000. Now, when Bruce answered his critics over this debacle, he said, "I did make that decision. I have to stand by it." Now, when he was saying that, he was talking about his decision to do business with Ticketmaster under the current conditions. He makes no statement about what he was charging to even show up. Ticketmaster don't give a damn. They don't care what somebody on that tier wants. They just tack on an additional 75% to the tickets. So when Paul McCartney or Bruce Springsteen want to make, say, $20 million for a quick tour, Ticketmaster then adds an additional 75%, $15,000. So that tour will cost fans $35 million in order to cover all the expenses. But it doesn't stop there. You see, Ticketmaster's partner in crime, Live Nation, owns a ton of venues. As a matter of fact, they own the majority of venues all over the world. And talking about the venues are getting their piece of the pie as well, charging lesser known bands to even show up, giving them X amount of tickets that if the band sells, they might make a little bit of profit, taking up to 20% of every artist's merchandise. They charge the artist for any insurance that they have to pay, any medical staff that they have online that night, as well as attendees there on the grounds, attendees in the parking spaces, and parking as well. They've got their little tendrils out to the local eateries, and everybody's getting a piece of the pie. And many of those events have equipment that they also rent out to the artists. We talked about Camino wanting a venue large enough for their light show. Another band might go to a smaller arena and have to pay for a smaller light rig. It all comes out of your wallet and my wallet, folks. And any room accommodations, if you don't think they've got their fingers in the pie, you are sadly mistaken. And so we see an increase in prices for rooms every year, steadily going up, always. But you know, fans are fans, and they pay those prices to see their favorite artists. But what do they actually see and hear? Paul Stanley recently being accused of using AI treatment on his vocals, with his manager saying, well, he actually sings. What's coming out of the speaker has been changed. It's the AI singing. They've totally changed his voice. All that is second-rate lip syncing for me. Bands who can't play because they lost their laptop. You see, because there's so many extra instruments than what just that band proper plays, they have to have these backing tracks. Now, your average music listener isn't going to be looking and pointing and seeing what's up on stage. No, they're going to assume what they're listening to is live. After all, look at all the people about. And the band is up there. And what about the debacle over the Taylor Swift tickets being sold through Ticketmaster? Unhappy fans tried to sue Ticketmaster, and guess what? By buying those tickets, they had pre-agreed not to be able to sue Ticketmaster. Holy shades of a non-disclosure agreement. Aren't they just the perfect little middleman? Not unsuable, and therefore they see themselves as the gatekeeper. The only way to stop this insanity is for people not to show up at the gate. So in the end, the mystery isn't so much a game of Clue, is it? It's more of an Agatha Christie whodunit, and in this particular case, they all did. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video tonight. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps with channel growth. And please feel free to subscribe to the channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button and then tap that top bell icon, and you're there. All right, I'm Michael Noland, and with you guys in the comments, we together are the tribe. I'll see you in my next video.